It's day 3 at Peebles Congress. Here we are, ready for the teams. So I believe the format today, I've just walked in, my camera is wet because it's got all the rain on it, so I should probably have had it in my bag. It's very loud, so hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. We're looking for our teammates. We're here for day 3 of the Peebles, which I believe the format is a multiple teams qualifier and finals, maybe 1 or 2 finals, I don't know, and then a consolation pair. So looking for Tom Cowan, who's our teammate. I'm playing with Abby again in this nice hall at the Hydro in Peebles. Last night Rob Hickling and I won the speedball, so congratulations to Rob. We won the Marty Stevens Trophy in speedball. There's Alex. Hi, Alex. Which I know he's going to want to. He's going to be proud of that, I think, because Marty was a good friend of his. I'm still looking for our team, so we're going to sit down. We've left it a bit late today, but I couldn't film on the way in because the weather was so bad. I might just nip outside in a second, find my teammates. We've had breakfast. There they are. There's the lovely Jake. Hi, Jake.
Morning.
And there's Abby. Hi, Abby. Lovely partner. And there's Magnus. Late as ever, Magnus.
On time, I think you'll find.
Well. And there's Sam. Hi, Sam. So we're checking the results last night. I'll just have a quick zoom into what we do, and then we can see. Oh no, it's over this side, isn't it? So I've had a good weekend so far. So Abby and I won the teams with Tom and Jake. We came joint first. Rob and I won the speedball last night. Very close one at the end of it. And morning. And then Abby and I made the B final of the pairs, but we ended up winning it. 58% felt a bit low, but the winning score on the other one was 59, so we did well. So just teams today. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get my breath, and we'll be back with some hands in this lovely place of Peebles in Scotland. We're a few rounds in, we're doing okay. I think we've got one board that might be bad and one board that can't be good. So I'm going to give you this hand. You have, I can sit down, that's going to be nice, isn't it? Let's take a seat. Whoa, yeah, I'm getting old. You have singleton, Jack 10 to 4, 3 low, Jack to 5. And it goes 4 spades on your right. And I think it's green all. Is it green all? I think it's green all. It goes 4 spades on your right. You pass. That's not a decision on the hand. It goes pass on your left, and partner backs in with 5 clubs. He's not really protecting necessarily. They're just, bidding this either as a sacrifice or to make. We don't really know which one it is. And from our hand, it's difficult to tell, I think. This goes pass and you pass, and then the next hand bids 5 spades. Well, you're probably going to be bidding 6 clubs here when it gets back to you, because you've got no defence to 5 spades, and you must have a huge club fit. You're likely to have an 11 card club fit or thereabouts. And you've got a stiff spade, so maybe your partner's got 2 spades, and you're not losing many tricks in spades or clubs, and you just need partner to have a bit in the red suit. So you're probably going to do that, but what happens over 5 spades is partner whacks it. Pass to you. So it's gone effectively 4 spades, your partner backs in with 5 clubs, the other hand bids 5 spades, and your partner doubles this. And partner hasn't doubled for takeout over 4 spades, so you'd imagine they've got 6 clubs, probably, or 7, you don't know. But when they double 5 spades, they're telling you that this is probably, possibly, whatever going off. So are you bidding 6 clubs now when partner doubles? That's decision 1. Maybe it might be a partnership style, what they think double is. With a new partnership, double's just got to be, this isn't probably not making. And so I think you should be passing, I think pass is the right thing to do. Partner said they can beat this. And if partner thinks they can beat this, they won't just have tricks in clubs, they'll have tricks in the other suits as well. So the actual decision is what to lead. What are you leading here? You've got a choice between 4 suits, you've got nothing in any of the suits realistically. The Jack of clubs is worthless. Jack 10 of hearts might be worth something, but you've only got one shot to lead through dummy. So what are you leading at trick 1? I think you can rule out a spade. A spade might pick up partner's king x of spades or something. Who knows what necessarily spade trick they may or may not have, if they have a spade trick. And I don't think a club's a realistic option. I think the autopilot leads a club. It's just I'm not going to give a trick away, but you might need to be a bit more proactive. You're probably not making, well, you're definitely not making more than one club trick. And so if you don't lead a club, are they going away somewhere? Do you think partner's going to have one of the red, nothing in one of the red suits, and maybe they run away? Maybe it might be that clubs are 1-1 and you need to cash your club, and partner's expecting a club lead, but you know from your hand it probably isn't the right thing to do necessarily. So you've got, I don't know, I'll give you 3 choices. Think about what you'd lead. Would you lead a heart, a diamond, or a club? There are pros and cons potentially for all of them. Make your mind up. All right, before I tell you the answer, one of them beats the contract, the rest let it through. And let it through is a bit of a harsh thing because it's a trick 1, you need to find this killing lead. And full hands there, you need to lead a heart at trick 1, which I think is probably if you sit there and think for 30 seconds, is the right lead. The jack of hearts, you set partner's king of hearts. So partner's got their double. Partner's got 3 aces in the king of hearts. He's got ace, ace, ace in the other 3 suits in the king of hearts. The partner's looking to make 3.5 tricks here, you know. And then dummy goes down with his huge hand, given the context of the bidding. A Boyd in clubs and a solid 6-card diamond suit and 4-card trump support is a really big hand, given partner's open 4 spades. And if you don't lead the jack of hearts, your partner can't attack hearts when they get in, either with their ace of diamonds or their ace of spades. The club can always run it, or just knock out the ace of diamonds on a club lead and then pitch some hearts away in the diamonds before partner gets in. So even if the king of hearts was the right way around or wrong way around or something, we haven't got time to do it. So it needs to be a heart trick 1. It's probably findable. Maybe my door's a bit thin, but I don't want partners to be bidding 6 clubs here. I think it's going to go, 5 spades is going to go off more than not. And it could be going 2 off. You know, they might be sacrificing, thinking 5 clubs is making. I don't necessarily know which hand at the table is the pile of rubbish. Is this hand bidding 5 spades on a pile of rubbish, or does he expect it to make? Well, looking at his hand, he expects it to make, but you don't know that. So I think I'm right to double. I think partner's right to pass. And the difficult heart lead is the lead you need to beat it. And it's possibly the right lead, but if you didn't lead a heart, I'm not going to hold it against you. We did not. So this is a hand Abby played very early on in the teams. You'll have to excuse me, I'm quite ill at the moment. If I start coughing, that's expected, to be honest. So anyway, we got to 4 spades, as Abby got to 4 spades by the south hand. The auction goes north bids a club, you respond to heart. North bids a no trump, showing a weak no trump. We played 2-8 check back, so 2 clubs, 4 aces, 2 diamonds. And 2 spades showed an invitational hand with 4 hearts and 4 spades. North jumps to 4 spades, so North likely to have a maximum weak no trump with 4-card spade support. With a minimum, they pass. With a medium hand, they might bid 3. But we're playing teams, so you're expecting, well, there you go. You see North's got a 14 count. And they lead the 2 of clubs, playing 2nd and 4th, I believe they were playing. And it goes 5, 3, 6. So, bit of analysis at trick 1. Obviously, you're in 4 spades. You're trying to do the best job you can. It looks like the king of clubs is with West, and there's a couple of interesting things. Why have they led a club which is dummy suit? They've led it away from the king. And often when sensible people lead what looks like a risky lead, it's often because they don't have a good lead. So you can imagine that West probably also has the ace of diamonds, otherwise they would have probably led a diamond, which is the unbid suit. Imagine if they've got like jack to 4 diamonds or 3 low diamonds or something like that. So it's likely that West has the ace of diamonds. And it's also likely that West has a trump holding they don't want to lead from. So maybe they've got a singleton, maybe they've got a 4-card suit or something like that. For example, from king to 3 trumps and king to 3 or 4 clubs, it's much safer to lead a trump than a club, I think, especially given North's going to have clubs a lot of the time for their 1 club opener. And so you're leading away from the king, round to South's like minor honour. So You've also got you see you've got this indication at trick one that trumps might not be nice. If West had Jack to 3 or 3 to the 10 or something like that, they might have just have led a trump, it being a safe lead. So Abby made the play at trick 2 of playing a spade, and it's probably right to play a spade to the 8, which caters for West having 2 of the 3 spade on, as if they've got King 10x, King Jack X, or Jack 10x. A spade to the 8 will pick all of those up at least for one spade loser. But Abby tried a spade, and one of the things you can do is a safety play in spades. If spades are 4-1, and that is a possibility given the lead you've got, is playing a spade to the ace and later on a second spade from your hand towards the queen, only really losing to King Doubleton offside with East. So Abby played a spade to the ace, and she got the good and bad news of the king falling. So there's indications at trick 1 that trumps might not have been nice because they haven't been led over the dangerous club lead, and the king falling obviously marks West with the remaining trumps. And now there's a couple of ways you can do to try and make the contract now, but you're going to have to try and avoid losing 2 trumps to West. So you could just play a spade to the 9 now, but they might just return a trump, and then you've got a bit of things to do. You've got to knock out the king of clubs, you've got to knock out the ace of diamonds. You might even need to ruff a diamond in your hand as well to get rid of that things as well. So what Abby tried to do at trick 4 or 3 is play a diamond, knock out the ace of diamonds. Now obviously if a diamond to the queen holds, you might not lose a diamond trick, which is good. You're in teams, you're trying to make 4 spades. But the diamond to the ace lost, and we kind of expected that. We expected West to have the ace of diamonds for their club lead, and they just win the diamond and exit with a diamond. So maybe they've got ace jack tight or ace jack 10 of diamonds or something like that. A diamond holding they couldn't really lead a diamond from, which seems likely now. So Abby took this opportunity to ruff the diamond, and now you can see now what Abby's already lost 1 trick. They're going to lose the king of clubs probably. They've got to lose 1 spade probably, so they've got to avoid losing a heart. So what we need to do is set up our clubs for a heart discard. And then we've got to try and avoid only losing 1 spade trick. So we've got some work to do still. We need to knock out the king of clubs. So Abby played a club. They took the king, and now the exit with a club. Okay, seems fair. And we know the situation in the hand. East obviously shows out on this. We know that clubs are 4-2 initially. And we know that East hasn't got any trumps left. So we sort of know the whole hand other than what West's red suit shape is. So West has 4 spades and 4 clubs, and we've seen 2 diamonds. So West has 3 red suit cards left. And we've got to play on the basis that we cater for as many of those red suit splits as we can. If they've got a singleton heart, we've got some work to do. So we've got to play them for a doubleton heart at least, and then we've got to try and think about how we're not going to avoid losing 2 spades. So what you're able to do now is you're able to cash the ace of clubs. And everyone throws things away. East has just been throwing diamonds away, which seems fine. And we now need to cater for what West might have. So let's imagine that West has 2 hearts and 1 diamond. What we can do is we can cash our 3 red suit tricks and then exit with a low spade to the 9. Okay, and then West will be end played and leading away from their remaining spade on. As you imagine that West got Jack 10x of spades and 2 hearts and a diamond, then we're going to get them here. We're absolutely going to get them. So that's effectively what Abby did. She did it in a flamboyant way, but she played a heart to the ace. Apologies, king of hearts. Then a heart to the ace. And now she could just play the king of diamonds and discard, but she played the king of diamonds and elaborately ruffed with a 9 of spades. So she's in the south hand to lead up to dummy. But sadly, this got over-ruffed. So she came so close to making this contract, and I don't think anyone in the room made it looking at the results at the end of the day. But she came so close. If we look at what the last few cards are, West still has a heart left, was able to play a heart, locking Abby and dummy. And you can see now that the rest of the hand's like this. So they have to give a spade away at the end for 1 off. So close. If we just go back to the point where where we got to the red suit distribution at the end, we're in this point now, and there's something slightly better we can do. You see, we lost out because we lost out on the fact that West had 3 hearts and no diamonds, and we need to cater for that. Is there a line that caters for West having 2 hearts and 1 diamond as well as 3 hearts and no diamonds? There is. What we can do is we can we can play 3 rounds of hearts aiming to a heart in the north hand. And that works against both distributions. So it's really close. So what we can do now in this particular case is we can play the 2 of hearts, and then we can aim to ruff a heart in the north hand. If you see what we're doing now. And then, come on. Sorry, it's being a bit slow. So we're going to play the ace. We're going to play the 7. The king. And now, if West's last card is a heart or a diamond, this line's going to work. What we're going to do is we're going to ruff... Oh, BBO is being a bit slow. We're going to ruff a heart. Now, if West discards their diamond here, we can ruff in dummy, exit with the king of diamonds, ruffing with the 9 of spades, which is what Abby did. But when West has a 3rd heart and no diamond, we can now do the same thing. So ruff, and then king of diamonds, small, ruff with a 9, and now you've got West in an end play. You've caught them. They only now make one trump trick, and so you lose only 1 trump trick with ace queen empty to 4 opposite, 4 to the 9. You can see that West either has to over ruff and lead away from their jack of spades, or under ruff, and then you make your 10th trick with your 9 of spades. So it was a really interesting hand. I became so close. We actually gained 3 imps on the board because the other table went 2 off in the same contract. I'm not sure what the best play in the spades initially is. That's probably a spade to the 8, I think. In which case you would actually use 2 spade tricks on the holding as it is, I think. Or you'd have to do really well to do it from there. So a spade to the 8 actually gave you a chance, but sadly you get very close, but not quite got the end position right. So unlucky Abby, but well played to gain us 3 imps at least. So we qualified, not comfortably, but we won 6 out of 7 matches, and we were like 3 VPs. It's weird, they did like 4 boards victory points rather than just total imps, which not done before. Feels like 4 boards to VP at 4 boards is quite potentially swingy. But the team that beat us finished first, and we finished second with 92 after 7, so that's a pretty high VP score. So we're fine. So in the final is 8 teams. I think we all play all close to it or something, and again my guess is it'll be VP'd in the final. So we did well. The hand Abby played, that you saw a second ago, Abby played in 4 spades. We won 3 imps on, they went 2 off in something, I don't know. So Abby did really well to come close to making it. I think gave the problem, a double dubbing problem to someone. I says, well, Abby almost made 4 spades here, but by the way, how do you make 4 spades? And they took a few minutes, double dummy, looking at all 4 hands to try and work out how to make it. I think there are other lines to make it that involve playing maybe a spade to the ace and then a spade back to the 9, and then picking the spades up later and roughing it down. We go for it. Yeah, so they were down to the last event of the weekend. It's been really enjoyable. We just had our Greg sandwich, and we're going to be returning in action. We're on table 5 in the final, so we do get to see, I think Magnus made the final, so we get to see how Magnus has done, and I'm going to have a look for other friends, whether they've made the finals or secondary finals. I can't quite see, no names pop out at me, but it'll be good. Yeah, it's been really good. I think I played 2 hands that set, which is pretty good. Abby was hogging them all, but she kept opening my 5-card suits, so it was a bit difficult to play more than what I did. So it was good. So yeah, and then I'm heading back to Edinburgh tonight, staying at theirs, and heading back down south tomorrow. So we're just going to relax a bit, have a coffee, wake up a bit. It's been 2 late nights so far, so hopefully we don't have enough stamina to last till the end of the event, and maybe we'll try and win something for once. So we'll try. So this hand will give you a generic tip for high-level decisions in future. I think you pick up Queen X, Ace to 5, singleton, 5 small, 5 to the 10, 9. There you are. And you hear your partner open 1 spade, and next hand passes, so you bid 1 no trump, which is semi-forcing. Partner can pass it with bad weak no trumps, that sort of thing. In sections A and B, and the next hand jumps to 3 diamonds. Over 3 diamonds, partner bids 4 clubs, and the hand on your right bids 4 hearts. So the hand on your right must have diamond support to bid this. They must have diamonds as well as hearts to do this. So imagine the hand on your right's like maybe 5 or 6 hearts with, probably not 6 because the amount of open, but maybe 5 hearts with 3 or 4 diamonds or something like that. So you have 2 brilliant cards and 5 card club support. You've got the Queen of Spades, which is really good, and the Ace of Hearts, which is really good. His partner won't have many hearts, you'd think, and you've got a stiff diamond and you've got 5 card trump support. So it might be right to bid 5 or even 6 clubs. And the worry you've got is, 1, you might be guessing, you've not got much space, you've maybe got 1 bid to guess what to do. And 2, if you bid 5 clubs, they'll bid 5 diamonds over you and then you're guessing again. So what bid sorts this out? What bid can you make that stops you having to guess? And if it didn't occur to you when you got given the hand, what you need to do is make a bid that just can't exist, which must be a slam train clubs. And the only bid here that can't exist is 4N. 4N can't be key card, it just can't be. It's got to be a good hand, a good raise to 5 clubs or something like that. So if you do that, then you alleviate yourself of any guess. Yeah, if it's right to bid 6 clubs, partner will bid it. If it's right to double them in 5 diamonds, if you bid 5 diamonds, partner will double it. And you've taken your guess away. You've said, I've got a good raise to 5 clubs. I think we're making 5 clubs and we might make 6 sometimes. What about you, partner? If you bid 5 clubs and they bid 5 diamonds over you, you know, if it goes 5 clubs pass, and they bid 5 diamonds and it's you to guess again, you're like, you don't even have a diamond trick, you can't double. You maybe they're making this, maybe it's a big double fit, and you haven't told partner you're as good as you are. So think about doing that in situations where you know you might have another guess later on, but also try and involve partner. So we went 1 off in 6 clubs. Oops. So I've not had too much to do until this this hand. So there's the hand on the screen. You pick up Ace 9 8, 10x, Queen 9 to 6, King 1, and everyone's vulnerable. And it goes, you're 4th to speak, and it goes a club, pass 1, no trump. So you know they've got a club fit here because the hand that bids a no trump has to have clubs the way these guys play it. So this is going to be some sort of deep, 6 to 10, 4 card club support or something. And partner's passed. So I made a bad bid, and I don't think I wouldn't endorse this sort of bid, but it feels a bit safe. The hand on my right's not going to have diamonds, and the hand on my left, if they've got diamonds, the hand on my right's probably not going to do a take-out double because they've got club support. So I ventured in 2 diamonds, and what I'm potentially trying to do is, if they're going to buy it in a part scoring clubs, we might be able to buy it in a part scoring diamonds when partner's got like a balanced 13 count with a diamond on it to 3 or something like that. So I bid 2 diamonds, and it ended up working very well for a completely different reason. They bid 3 clubs on my left, partner passes, and they bid 3N on my right. Pass, 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 your lead against 3N. When the hand on your left must have like 6 clubs and a decent hand, and the hand on your right, has club support. What are you leading? Well, the fact that you've bid 2 diamonds and partner didn't raise you is illuminating. Partner doesn't have honor to 3 diamonds, which is the sort of holding you need for a diamond. Need to be sensible. If partner's got 3 low and a bad hand, you're probably not going to beat 3N here. And if partner's got king 3rd diamond and an okay hand, they would have probably bid 3 diamonds because you bid 2 diamonds vulnerable. So they can't have that. So you're looking at King X of clubs, and you might need to do something quite drastic here to beat this, because the clubs are coming in. There's going to be 6 club tricks. Probably the Ace King of diamonds are against you, 8. So you need to try and make 5 tricks in the majors. What's the best chance of doing it? Well, partner can't have a good enough heart suit to beat this, because they haven't ever called a heart. If partner had, for example, Ace Queen Jack to 5 hearts or something, and the King's in dummy, the 10 of hearts is a great lead. But partner can't have that. That's too good a suit for partner to have passed over a club. What could partner have? King to 5 spades, King 10 to 5 spades, King Jack to 5 spades, possibly. So I'll let the Ace of Spades. And if it turns out that I need to switch to a heart or something like that, for example, if the Ace of Clubs is on my right, I might have time to switch to a heart or something else, but spades is the suit partner needs the least in to make it work. And I'll show you the full hand now. I'll lead the Ace of Spades, and it goes small 4-5. So it's not clear I used declarer's done well from 5-3-2 to try and play the highest one to make it look like partner's discouraging. But I'm like, I've already decided partner's not got the ace of diamonds. Look at dummy's heart. I ummed and ahed and just played a second spade, and we took the first 5 tricks. So there's a lot of logic to not leading a diamond, or specifically leading a spade, and it might be right because you know the clubs are coming in to potentially be really aggressive and lead the ace, which is what I led. It clears things up for partner. You know the hand on your right hasn't got 4 spades, so as soon as you see dummy, you know which suit to be attacking, and the spade lead worked wonders and we beat it. So I felt really good. I'm following a bad 2 diamond bid that worked for a different reason. It worked for the reason that partner denied diamond support, so I tried to beat 3 in a different way, and partner had exactly the right cards. They had the king and the jack to 5, which is about as much as you can play for them given they've passed over a club. Whew. Here's all the young people leaving the table and chatting with pints and stuff. There's team. It's nice to see they're drinking already. Yeah, one of the directors. Yeah, cheers everyone. Cheers. And that's an empty pint glass. He's already finished one. So yeah, there's about four rounds left. It's been really nice. The hotel's really nice. Every time I walk out, there's a nice smell of food. You've got this weird like greenhouse full of alcohol here with all the different alcohols they sell, and they're full as well, so obviously this is locked and you can't just nip in when you want a bit. All this fancy stuff here. It feels like a resort hotel in the middle of a quaint Scottish town. You've got like shoes on sale, you've got different suits and shirts and stuff on sale. I mean, that's the sort of thing I'd wear in America. I'd wear like these jazzy shirts here. So maybe I should have bought one or something like that. And I'm gonna have a biscuit. So yeah, it's been a really good event. It smells lovely. There's some food being done here. The hotel's nice. And I don't want to, it gets a bit too hot, but that's just me. And again, like a lot of the events nowadays, there's a lot of people I recognise and chat. There's Niraj offering me a drink because he's a legend, but I've said no because I'm a good boy. I might have one later though. And looks like we're moving. Yeah, looks like we're about to move. So I'm going to sit down now. We've got 3 or 4 rounds left, and we're doing all right. So you get to game on the following hand, and you open a heart, partner bids 2 hearts as a passed hand. So you're playing jury, but I'm 6-4. I could make a game try or something in diamonds, and partner will accept or not, but partner doesn't need to have diamond values to make this. Partner could be short in diamonds, partner could have their own suit. I mean, they'll have a scattering of values somewhere, and I don't think it's realistic to judge whether a game is on based on where partner's values are. It needs to be what they are. So obviously values in spades are bad, the ace of spades is good. Values in clubs are okay, but the king of clubs is much better than, well, not much better than the ace, but relative to the number of points it is, because you've got the queen, the king and the jack are improved. So it's very difficult for partner to assess where they're at. So I just bid 4 hearts. It goes a heart, 2 hearts, 4 hearts. So partner puts down a pretty suitable hand given they haven't done drury. Or haven't any sort of, good heart raise. So it's a pretty decent hand, and they lead a heart at trick 1. So they lead 3 of hearts. It goes 3 small 7, 3 small 8, and so I win with the king or whichever deceptive heart I wanted to play. And now I've got 2 entries to dummy and heart. So at some point I'm going to take a diamond finesse, and it looks like the game might depend on the queen of diamonds being on side or something like that. If hearts are 2-2, I might be able to ruff a diamond or whatever. But there are chances to make the black suit kings in dummy play, and so at trick 2 I led a spade towards the king, and the hand on the left goes in with the ace. So I've lost my spade trick, but the king of spades is now a discard for something. So potentially I can throw a diamond on the king of spades, but I'm still on a diamond guess. They play a heart back at trick 3, and my 7 of hearts in dummy holds, and everyone follows. So I know hearts are 2-2 now, and I've got a late jack of hearts entry if I need it. And now, you don't necessarily need the queen of diamonds on side, you just need a diamond guess if there is something called a Morton's fork. And imagine the hand on your right's got the ace of clubs. When you play a small club towards the queen, what are they going to do? They're in a no-win situation, really. There is one, it's a bit better than the other on this particular hand, but as it stands, you've only got one club trick, okay? But when you play a club towards the queen, if they take that club trick, you now have 2 club tricks, okay? So if they take their one, you get 2. And so if they duck, can you see what's going to happen? If they duck the club to the queen, which is what they did at the time, you cross to the jack of hearts and throw your last club on the king of spades, and now you just need to get the diamonds right. You just need a diamond guess to make it. Apologies, no you don't. If they don't take the club, you just make it, and you've got a diamond guess for an over trick or so, and also the queen of diamonds on side is an over trick. But if they do take it, you now know just need a diamond guess. You don't need the queen on side for your contract. And so they were in a spot. He just played low, and maybe in general, I don't know what the right defense of Morton's fork is. You just need to not be. You need to try and defend in such a way that you're not presented with that as an option, because a Morton's fork is two losing options, and obviously in this particular case one is better than the other. If they take the club, I've now got to guess where the diamonds are, but I don't need to ruff a diamond in dummy now. I have 2 black suit kings as discards to my 2 losing diamonds. So I don't know if I'd have got it right, but when they played low, it was a bit easier for me. I just thought I didn't lose a club, and I just ended up losing ace and queen of diamonds. The queen of diamonds is offside, so that felt pretty good. There's nothing they can do to stop the Morton's fork necessarily. What you want to try and do is make them cash the king of spades before they do the Morton's fork, because then you don't have the option of throwing your club away. If you throw a club on the king of spades before playing a club to the queen, they've got a winning option now. So if you've not seen one of those before, good, enjoy it. They don't come up that often, but they're always good value for when they do come up. You effectively you're playing to split honours, and if they take it, you make 2 tricks separately, and if they don't, you throw it away. That's basically a Morton's fork. So I ended up making plus 420 there, which is probably good. You know, I've played it well to make it. The queen of diamonds is offside, so in theory I've got 2 black aces, an ace of diamonds and queen of diamonds to lose if I get the diamonds wrong. And maybe they haven't bid it, so we haven't scored up yet. That feels like it can't be bad, so it feels like it maybe imps him. So we're done. We just finished. We scored up. We came 3rd in the A final. 81 VPs. Winners were 88. And we were starting to get frustrated that we'd all made an error leading to a game swing out against some of the teams that were up and around pretty much. There was a game swing out, or slam swing out against the winners. Wins as the event. There was a game swing out against the second place team, wins as the event, and so on. So I just stopped and just said, look guys, we've made 4 game swings out. We don't deserve to win the event if that's how many errors we've made. And so everyone's kind of go, yeah, you're right. And you can't win everything. It's been a good event. It's been run well, nice venue. Probably will be coming back at some point, I don't know when. It's a bit noisy out there, so I'm going in here. I think we're going for a meal before we go back to Edinburgh, and then I'm travelling down on the train tomorrow morning. I want to thank those people watching it. Please share the videos and things like that. To the left here, or to the side here, is a list of people who are supporting me on Patreon. So thank you very much for that. That's just, it helps me kind of, you know, fund some of the events I go to, and kind of the time I spend away from my friends talking about hands to a camera is kind of rewarded with those people who are kind of backing me. So hope you like the videos. If you do, think about supporting. There's a link below the video if you want to do that. But otherwise, if you do see me at events, I will be saying hi. The next event I go to is the Nationals. I leave in about 3 days' time. But these videos might come out after the Nationals, I don't know. So you might have already seen those. And then after that is Easter in London. So the next videos after these might be chronologically on YouTube Easter. So please message underneath if you want to see more things or different things, or where you're going, and please you know, share stuff, support me if you can, and say hi to me if you see me walking around with a phone on a stick, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, cheers everyone, peace out, see you soon.